Leppy, you glad that the jumper that you won 3 premierships in will be back?
Look, yeah, sentimental value, yes. I mean, it's terrific. I mean, I think the big issues for the club is that we, I guess, win lots of games and play regular finals appearance from my perspective. But, I mean, it's just great for our fans at the club. Gives them a say and an opportunity to voice their opinions, and on this particular occasion the fans won out, and it is great. It'll be great to see the old jumper back out again.
For you personally though, that was the script you wore to 3 premierships. It must hold certain great memories for you.
Oh, it does. I mean, I've got a few sitting around the house at home, so it is good. But yeah, as I said, look, I mean, things move on in life too. I mean, I think it's fantastic to have the heritage and the jumper and things like that. But I think as a club in other areas, we have to still move on and develop and get better and grow. So I think the jumper's great. It's a great symbolism of our history.
Speaking of developing and growing, how are the new recruits settling in Leppert, like especially Aish as well, who's top 10 pick? How are they settling in? Did you expect them to play much senior footy next year?
Look, I think they're all settling in well. I think like every young player that leaves home, they're going to have homesickness and things like that. I mean, we think we've got plans in place to manage all that, and we'll keep in constant contact with them. Look, I like to think. I mean, Aishi's already played 2 years of senior football, so I'd like to think he could step up to the level quickly and adapt and adjust and play a bit for us next year. But you're never quite sure, I mean, until it sort of hits how they go with the long season against men.
You've had a little bit of time, I guess, to look at the structures and what's gone on before. You were talking about moving on from the past. What's been the biggest thing to date that you see the club needs to move forward?
It's a good question. I mean, you can look at last year in many ways, statistically or game styling. I mean, I think one thing I'd like to bring to the club is just the ability to keep the ball in our front half of the ground, to cut a long story short. And there's a lot of things that go into that. But we've sort of been, everything we've been doing and developing have been sort of built on that.
I think Daniel Merritt would agree with you.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, obviously Daniel's a very valuable player for us. So, yeah.
What's the latest with Jono?
Brownie? His foot's only a minor thing. It was just a reaction to putting stress on it from the other foot, to be honest. So it's just one of those things where you're getting moon boots tend to look terrible, but people tend to be in them a week and play a week later. So he'll be fine after Christmas.
Last time I spoke to you, you were looking forward to just getting on the field and getting a whistle, whatever you do, to bloody get their attention. About a month later, how much in your mind have you sort of more confident about how the ability of this team to be where everyone wants them to be in the finals next year?
Look, I think the group's adapted quickly. I must say, when you first come in and deliver a new game plan, there's always blank looks and silence and things like that. But now the players and coaches are readily communicating, which is always good, and things are starting to flow a little bit more. So it's a bit of a snowball approach. It takes a bit to get it started, and seeing some communication results now and players understanding what's going on, terminologies, those sorts of things. So that's a good sign. How that translates to the pressure of a game. Where old habits tend to kick in too a little bit when that happens. That's what we'll work out as the game start.
What was some of the blank looks for, mate? What was going on?
When you have new terminologies, new game plan, new systems, I mean, there's people always trying to process the information. Once they know the information, they tend to be able to communicate pretty well. But anything that's new, that's like any new thing, anything new you're studying or doing, it tends to take a while for it to process in. So no different for me. So,
as Sean said, mate, you've had a month or so under your belt now. Are you enjoying it, mate, being on the other side of the fence?
Yeah, I am. I'm actually loving the coaching element of it. It's really good. I actually enjoying the senior coach element. It's a big challenge. It's not just the players. It's you're managing coaches as well, and IT and external people as well. So it's an all-encompassing role, but I'm enjoying it. Yeah.
You boys got a bit of a break over Christmas. What's the plans?
Yeah. We've got a bit of a break. It's always good. Christmas comes at the right time after. In our system, that's for sure, after a couple of months of hard work. So I think everyone's looking forward to the break, refreshing, and then you can sort of see the games in sight, can't you, once we get back in January. So it gets really exciting then.
Just a quick one. Do you think you're ahead of schedule? Like, obviously, all the new systems in place and new terminology. I think you were ahead of schedule, perhaps, of what you thought you might be now, or on the money?
I don't know. It's my first crack at it, to be perfectly honest. I haven't coached before, but look, there has been challenges. I mean, we've had 3 weeks in Arizona. That kind of, it's messed up our schedule a little bit. It's been great for our team morale and our, fitness and things like that. But you reward one, you tend to take from another. So there's been ups and downs and hurdles along the way. But all in all, I've been very happy with the progressions here.